Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, now Wednesday, number 29 day for the month of June 2022. My name is Capo Daniel, the spokesperson of the Ambazonian Governing Council, aka Sense Pass King, una own countryman. Una welcome for our daily podcast, a program where they bring meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help us navigate this journey to our freedom, the independence of Ambazonia. Good people of the former British Southern Cameroons, citizens of Ambazonia, we go start today with a rebuttal of a news being circulated on social media and through the press by the Cameroon occupation government. The Cameroon government have published a message that have been shared and republished by its media men and media men across the Ambazonian sphere. The story is about a group of Ambazonian fighters who were captured, purportedly trying to carry out an operation in Babaju. We want to inform our public, say the amount the soldiers and way they captured them. They were captured in Santa, together with the AMF general in Santa, Grandpa for Santa. Grandpa for Santa was lured by one Cameroon undercover fighter. He lured them into a location for Grandpa for Santa. He came. Most of the soldier them, na brave soldier them for inside 7 kata. Soldier they will be very top commander them for 7 kata. They will be lured into a location for Grandpa for Santa Ikam. They carry out an operation for inside Santa. The operation was successful and they were not harvested, and they retreat into that particular location where they were trapped. They were loaded by a Cameroon undercover military officer and they were captured. Their arms were also taken by the Cameroon military and was displayed in pictures that are circulating on social media. These forces were not in Babaju. They were not in La République. They were not going to Santa to go and cross into La République to carry out an attack. The story being circulated by La République that they were coming in to their country to carry attack and they were gunfire exchanges before they were captured are all propaganda. La République du Cameroon have been shaken by the attacks and continuous successful incursion into her territory. She seeks to deceive the international community and lie to her own citizens in order to give them a false sense of security. Ambazonian forces will continue to have incursion into La République du Cameroon, targeting soft spots where their military occupies and where they have their barracks. According to the Debunking declaration, Ambazonian forces should carry out attack against Cameroon military infrastructure and personnel and prevents them in a preemptive action because they sit there, gather themselves, plan attacks against our territory and are the same forces that are being deployed and recycled from their territory. These operations will continue. We stand with the 7 Kata. We have reached out and have meetings with their leaders to express our sympathy to them for this setback. They will overcome. They are in the process of getting new commanders to replace the ones that were captured. We will only continue to intensify our operations against La République du Cameroon. Nothing will slow us down. Inside the Great State of Bui, we can now safely talk to our people about what transpired. We have been having attack by La République du Cameroon special forces who were deployed in Bui. They came in with a special squad that came in from Kutaba. They dropped them with helicopter and gave a surprise attack against the ADF mother base in Yelum. The attack was successfully repaired. The initial stage of the attack was successfully repaired and we lost a soldier. Mohammed was a brilliant and very loyal soldier of the ADF. He died protecting, giving cover for his soldiers, for the rest of the soldiers to withdraw tactically before they could reorganize themselves. We have been battling this particular contingent of La Republique military for over a week, and they have since been pulled out of strategic areas. The battles are ongoing, but the situation have been stabilized. Our main armory was the target of Cameroon military. We had tested some RPGs, locally made RPGs, and our armored car PSR. We had been producing some of them, and that armory was the main target of the operation. We had prepared for this, and our plan and our training worked perfectly well. Some of the RPG were seized, about 4 of them, and some locally created magazine for AKs were also seized. We would display these weapons and our technology since the enemy already have them in their hands. But we are very happy that things were mobile, and we'll continue to keep it classified the way it is. But what is out there already remains declassified. We'll put them out eventually. I would like to give to you people a direct ear into the briefing from our interim head of our transitional authority, as he gave this report, so that you guys can hear a direct report from the ground. Our forces successfully killed 7 Cameroon military. They held civilians to carry their dead bodies, so we are very sure of the number of their losses. It is greater than we expected. Initially, we had announced that our forces killed 3 Cameroon military, but the number have been upgraded.
Take 9 civilians them for here, from Banten, Bosha, and Kidze. The 9 civilians, they won't go with them. One small Pekin, he run. He come back. Though as I give report, I never see that Pekin with my eye. As he run come back, he passed the story. How he managed run. Then they take the 8 go with them. Among them, 1 woman be there. So they go reach for day. They release 2. That means now 6 be remain for back. But the get rumor said they don't release the woman and he be unconscious. That means now 5 remain for back. But now, according to the information where they get them right now where they talk, they don't bring 4 of the corpses them. They bury them from Bosha. So with the still rest doubts, which are 1 they lost. So now the current information this way I get them. All these people, they are civilians. And the 2 picking them, where they be taken, with the 2 pardon for Kidze, for Banten. Now 2 picking them, where their papi don't die. And the 2 uncles, the 2 pardon where they be, now the uncles them for that picking them, where they take them. So, as they go with them, now they use this. So now one family where they don't assassinate them, and all now civilians. With two civilians, when I pay them, with 2 orphans. This speaking in orphans them because their papi don't die. Now the junior brothers them, this information I should give them.
I'll also give our public statements report from our general in our mother base, General Kumbu, regarding the situation report.
And then civilian and where they catch them, they force them, they say they carry their people where they don't kill them. But one civilian they tell me say they be carry 5 of them. Go. Before he succeed on, and they no be agree say they see someone them. But other civilian them now only 3 where they take them, where they still they work out with them they go right now. You know I left them back, they come back. But I should say they see the carry now they die body them they go. They help them there they go. But with someone way you don't run, you come back. It was as a way so she come back where they don't tie you we hand it on high. Because what we did now.
Several houses them that can be burnt. We will release the videos on ACN television tonight. Also video footages for some of the civilians them where they didn't kill them. 4 members of one family all slaughtered by the Cameroon terrorist forces.
Number 3 that they have discovered again, they are bringing it. This is the civilian that among the 7 that they were saying that they take in the Banten village like this. These are the civilians that they see find them and be bringing them. This is one like this, and it is a civilian. He have never ever touched a gun before. This is the Pahu.
Payu?
This is Pahu. This is a father to somebody. He have never ever touched a gun before. This is no material like this. They call him who?
Bayu.
So you can hear even our officials there of our liberation, our transitional authority. They don't even know some of the names of those people. They were not soldiers. They were innocent civilians rounded up by Cameroon terrorist occupation forces, forced them to carry their death and eventually execute them. Fellow Ambazonians, it can also be a dark weekend for us as we don't witness for the second time gross massacre, human rights violation, crimes against Ambazonia hide and unfold for inside the Great State of Manue, where a traditional a land dispute for farmland for inside Akwaya, it then become a source and a crack within our community where it then be exploited by La République du Cameroon. La République du Cameroon, they then pursue a policy for pay forces them, for pay civilian them, train them, send them in, make them carry out false flag operations for instigate and generate tribal war. By such way, they go use their own forces for come in for reassure the population so they fit solve the problem and bring back peace. Now wait till that way happen for Akwaya, where forces them and people them for inside the Oliti and right from Ibakwe and even right up to Nigeria were paid by Cameroon agents to carry out an attack against the community of Eko, Mesaga Eko. It led to the death of over 30 civilians, unarmed civilians. Most of them where they participate for a funeral. 5 of them are foreigners from Nigeria. An investigation is then be launched by the Ambazonian Governing Council. The details of that investigation is then be completed. It then be submitted to the War Council and the Ambazonian Governing Council. And subsequently, it will be released to our population in detail. And we want to thank the Presbyterian Church and Reverend Fonky for putting out the facts as it is about the tribal war that took place. Many of these tribal wars have been instigated and been used and exploited by the Cameroon government. Details will follow soon. God bless you. Capo Daniel, signing off.